Hi there, fight fans. My name is Kian Lang, and I'm very happy to say that I'm today joined by Cedric Lushima ahead of his KSW debut next weekend versus Damien Pivovarchek. Cedric, how are we doing today, brother?
I'm doing good, and you?
I'm very good, thank you. And obviously, looking at this fight, your debut with KSW, before we get to the fight itself, what led to the decision to sign with KSW? Because I'm sure there was a lot of promotions in for you.
Basically, I had a few offers from other promotions, but when it came down to who I was going to fight, no one accepted it. So I thought to myself, KSW, I know for a fact it's going to be a place where people aren't going to be talking, hesitate to take the fight.
Yeah, and looking ahead to this fight, I mean, it kind of shows how the promotion views you, I think, giving you the number 3 ranked light heavyweight on such a big card. Obviously, Phil DeVries headlining, and he's a legend of the promotion. Does it mean a lot to you to be able to fight a guy so high up the ranking straight away?
Yeah, I'm excited. And like you say, I take it as if they see what I can do because they put me against the top 3 straight away. There's going to be big names on the card. So I'm excited to show what I can do and actually make my debut on the big scene.
And looking at Pivovarchek specifically, obviously he won his last fight by knockout, but the one before he was choked out. Do you look at that and see a potential weakness in his game that you can exploit? Obviously, we've seen you land 2 rear nakeds in your career, and you're very skilled on the ground. Is that an area you think you can exploit?
Obviously, he's tapped before, so he can tap again. He's good on standing up, but once the fight gets to the ground, then I know that's my field and I know what I can do. And then
Looking ahead to the situation itself, fighting at the Ergo Arena. I mean, it's obviously Apollo's a great promotion where you were before, and they do great things over there in Belgium. But the scale of this is obviously a lot larger. Do you feel any pressure going into this, or are you just welcoming the moment as it comes?
for me, it's just another fight. For me, it's just another fight.
And do you see this as being the biggest fight of your career, or do you just don't think like that at all?
Honestly, every fight for me is the biggest fight of my career. When I fought Jason Ratcliffe, it was the same. Jan Quadra previously, it was the same. Now again, and then it would be again the biggest fight in the next one.
And you mentioned there Jason Ratcliffe and Jan Quadra. I mean, they were incredible performances. I want to see we could see what you do, but the fights didn't last long enough to really see the full extent of your skills. When you look back on those performances, how proud does it make you to look at the performances you had those nights?
Honestly, it makes me very confident in myself, especially against Ratcliffe, because I know before the fight, a lot of people talked smack saying that I wasn't ready, that it was a step up too much, all of that. And to see what I was able to do with him, just honestly, it was the best feeling after a fight that I've had so far.
Obviously, your first fight 7 years ago, such a small time to make it to this point. Do you just feel like you're growing in skills with fight to fight and getting better and better with each camp?
Yeah, the things I've been training for a long time, and regardless if I've had a lot of fights or not, I see my progression in the gym. So it's not really a surprise to me, to be honest.
Yeah. And looking at where you are, obviously fighting out of Belgium, I know you represent the Democratic Republic of Congo as well. Looking at Belgian mixed martial arts at the moment, it's incredible to see the rise of it. Guys like, I mean, obviously PFL Brussels next week with Boris Mabaga and Tangana and Patrick Abibora. And you look at guys like Lassen Keita, Balaji Oki, who had a brilliant performance on the UFC last weekend. How proud are you to represent Belgium and represent this new wave of Belgian mixed martial artists?
Honestly, I'm happy. I feel good about it because we've had talent for a long time, but we haven't really had the opportunities to show it. And this past couple of years, it's been blowing up out of nowhere. So I'm happy to be a part of it.
And when you look at this fight specifically, obviously you don't want to ever look past the fight, but with a win and a finish here, do you think a title shot could be next for you at KSW?
It could come really quick. I'm going to say it like this. I don't know when to expect it after this fight, but I just know it could come really quick. But like you say, I have to focus on the fight ahead of me right now, and then we'll see after that.
And looking at this one, do you have a prediction for how it's going to go, or are you keeping your cards close to your chest?
Victory, that's all I know. Whether it's going to be a finish in the first round or domination for 3 rounds, I'm going for the victory. I want to dominate every single second of it, every inch of the cage. I want to be on top. And then the how. Thank you.
Well, I'm very excited to see you perform, man. It's been a pleasure to speak to you today, and best of luck out there next weekend. I'm very excited to see you on a big stage that you deserve to be on. So, best of luck.
Thank you very much. Thank you for the interview as well.